What's up, guys? I know this isn't my usual kind of videos, but I do feel the need to address this situation as it is quite serious in my opinion. Now, at first, I was fine with Hive not making any efforts in fixing their anti-cheat, but I'm starting to believe that they could have done it years ago. Now, you might be wondering why I'm thinking this in the first place, and the reason is actually pretty dang simple. I'm just gonna give you a quick example. You enter the Hive, you walk around the hub. I'll give you a couple of seconds to figure it out. Now, do you see the problem? The server is filled with microtransactions that keep it running. Now, obviously, you're gonna be like, oh, but Medical, what does this have to do with anything? Hold on, I am getting there. Now, let me show you something. For those who were pretty active during the pandemic, I'm talking between 2020 2021, you'll know that a lot more Bedrock servers existed at the time, and most of them are closed by now. Obviously, we have some exceptions like Hesu that was originally known as Victari. Now, why did those servers close, you may be asking? Because they're expensive. You know what else is expensive? Hosting a server with 50,000 active slots available. But I'm starting to think that Hive purposefully doesn't fix their anti-cheat because of the money that they make out of those hackers, prioritizing profit over player satisfaction. Now, obviously, I'm probably wrong as I did some research, and as it turns out, anti-cheat tech is quite expensive and is quite hard to update, and that could be the real reason. But guess what? This isn't even the main topic of this video. I was typing in the Hive chat like I usually do when I came across a very weird username that, to my surprise, was not banned at all. But hey, I was like, it could have been worse, right? And I was 100% correct, as my curiosity got the best of me. I started looking up different inappropriate names that, to my surprise, were casually there. Quick reminder, right now, the Hive Discord server has over 180,000 members, which, as you could have assumed, are mostly kids. Now, I do agree that I could have been a little more considerate concerning this, but that plus removing the Hive helpers does not help their case. As now, from what I've observed, Hive chat has had a lot more toxicity. So going back to what I was saying, I was looking up usernames, and yes, I do know it was wrong of me to actually type it and then send them in the Hive chat instead of contacting the staff team. And as you could have guessed, I got muted for 27 days, but then they kind of banned me on top of that. I don't know if it was like a miscommunication or something, but I got muted for 27 days and then after that got banned for 30 days. I then appealed, and a few minutes later found out that they copy-pasted the same email word by word to one of my friends. So clearly they're not taking the matter very seriously, they're not looking into it like they claim they do, and the staff team is just not there. I don't know what is happening with the Hive, but it's clearly there's some stuff behind the scenes that we don't know, in my opinion. Now, I did interview one of my friends that is going to talk about his experience with the Hive staff in the past couple of years, just to give you an idea.
I've got like a lot to say because like Hive, like honestly, just like as like a whole, at least in my experience, like pretty bad. I play the game very casually, so I don't really care. But if people are taking it like very seriously, it's just like not a good server. Like it appeals so much to kids. There are a lot of things that go on that aren't right. I mean, I think a year ago or something at this point, I saw like multiple helpers or other higher ranks that were like below the age of 14 in the staff team. Like, even though that's like clearly against TOS, but they just like lied about their age so easily. And I mean, like the Hive moderation team like isn't really good at catching things like that. And also like, I mean, it's been like a couple of years at this point. There were some times where I'd kill a moderator in a game, and because they were the first one that died or something, I guess, because like sometimes that just happens. Like for instance, in Murder Mystery, there was this moderator, I believe their username was like or something. Like I killed them as murderer because they happened to just be standing right next to me as the game started, and I got banned for 2 days, and they didn't ever provide a reason or anything. And I tried to like reach out, and I had noticed that they had been demoted, I believe, for like a couple days, but other than that, like my ban didn't like cease, and it was just like ridiculous. I don't know, I feel like they keep like updating their games with like random stuff that like nobody asked for. Like I just feel like it's way too oriented to, I don't really know if they're trying to grow a loyal community, especially with like all like the packs and stuff they're releasing all the time, season bundle stuff. Like I feel like it's just kind of cringe. Like it's,
I honestly think it's just because of money.
Going in for the money. I don't really care about management and like user treatment, because I mean, hackers run rampant. If you're like obviously hacking, then like yeah, you get banned. But for instance, like someone who I've seen a lot play the game, he just hacks all of the time. I always report him. Everyone always reports him, and he still just plays the game, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
that's another thing. They don't ban closet cheaters. They only ban the most blatant ones, which I think, once again, is because those closet cheaters actually spend money on the game.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I feel like their priorities are just in the wrong places all the time. For me, it doesn't really matter, but for someone like who takes it very seriously, it definitely is definitely an issue. Like, yeah.
Also, I just want to say that I understand, banning me for 27 days, I kind of started it all and it wasn't really great of me to type it in chat, knowing that there were young people in it, knowing that it was inappropriate. But at the same time, it's literally their own fault. Like, you cannot have those usernames in a server with young people in it. And once I found out about this, I couldn't really believe it because I actually thought they would ban it. And I actually thought they were actually moderating that kind of stuff, because I know plenty of servers that are even smaller that don't authorize inappropriate usernames on Discord, and they get kicked out, they get banned. I don't know why it's not like that for Hive, especially when it's literally a server that is quote unquote in collaboration with Minecraft itself. But yeah, anyways.